Hey guys, welcome to Appalachia's Homestead. Patera with you tonight. We're going to be talking about the Cowboy Grill. One of the most requested videos that I have going right now since the food storage challenge. So many of you out there saw and see the value in having one of these as an option, out back. Okay, it's not just a fire pit. We'll show you what I'm talking about. It's a play on a fire pit, a play on a cowboy grill. There's lots of different ways that you can do this, but this is what we did. It's been very economical for us. Again, if you want to use a propane grill or other things, gas grills and all these other things that you like to use, do what works best for you. All of these things are great in terms of having backup options for a crisis situation and a cooking situation. For us, being able to work with wood heat is the most reliable source here for our homestead, simply because the amount of wood that we have, number one. Number two, going and getting a refill on a propane tank isn't exactly the easiest thing to do. So you have to evaluate all of these things before you can do and build and spend your money and time towards what works best for your farm. So always remember that. Just going to show you in a real quick view here what we have, how we did it, and evaluate that and work with it. So we've got some T-bones waiting to hit the grill. So the man's hungry. We're going to have a really great dinner tonight. So let's show you the Cowboy Grill and exactly how we built it. Okay guys, you're seeing the Cowboy Grill that's been in mothballs for probably a couple weeks. A lot of things going on, as you know. So it's been out here and I just trimmed around it and whatever. What we did is we went to Lowe's. You can go to Home Depot, you can go to Lowe's, and I specifically bought fire bricks, if you will, fire rated bricks. Bricks, I believe on the sign when I bought them, they were rated to be used for a fire pit. If you do not believe that this thing cannot absolutely generate a massive and enormous amount of heat, please refer back to the 30 videos that I did back in August during the food storage challenge, because I'm telling you, on probably 16, 17, 18 out of those 30, I'm working with this right here. And I'm telling you, it flat out generates the heat, okay? Obviously, how good and dry your wood is and yada, yada, yada does play into that, but when you get a fire going in here and these bricks are really working with each other with airflow and circulation, I am telling you, it gets extremely, I don't even know the temperature. I'm not even going to try to guess. But what I'm going to tell you is, please make sure that you are using something that is safe and rated for fire use. Okay? That's all I'm going to say about that. Safety first. Use common sense. Use the brain God gave you. There it is. Now, down here, when we bought this, we weren't really sure. I had this vision in my mind of how I wanted to do it. I knew that it could not be a rounded fire pit. Technically, yes, it could. But what you're going to run into is you're going to have to be taking this off to continue to feed your fire. Okay? And when it gets as hot as it does, you're not going to be able to do that with ease. So this is why we did it kind of like in a horseshoe. Okay? You see that? If I counted right, which I'm praying to the Lord I did, we have 33 of these bricks. 33, okay? And you can see we made a full ring around the bottom there, so that we have this little bit of a lip right here to try to keep some of the ash and whatnot back in there, okay? Then we come down here. So we have the bottom, and this one is sticking out just a little bit. This is actually, we did this so if we can set something down real quick. There's no particular reason that we did this other than you will end up using, setting something down right here real quick as you're cooking. When you're using this, and if you use it often, I highly recommend you have something to the side, a small outdoor table, something that's really good to use where you can set things on, because you're going to need that just like you would inside with a countertop. So we have 33 of these. And all we did was, it's almost like a little fire pit, guys, okay? It's not really that, ingenious, if you will. And then we just built it to where you have the horseshoe shape, and this is open. Like I said, this is open on purpose so that we can literally feed the fire. We can have this fire going, it starts to come down a little bit, we can literally feed it. We don't have to remove anything, we don't have to lift anything, we don't have to do one side of anything, none of that, take any of the dishes off. This will hold on top What we did, now if you already have a grill top like this, that's square or something that you've already got, by all means use what you have in terms of the actual grill top, okay? I'm just reminding you of the safety of your bricks. I bought a brand new, we have 2 of them actually, because we're hoping to build 2 fire pits, 2 Cowboy Grills back to back or expand. So we wanted to get this right here. These are, I want to say they were either $22 or $29. We bought brand new, but they're 22 inches across. And, you know, we just kept playing with the formation until we got it exactly how we wanted to get it to work. Okay, so off the top of my head, I'm thinking each one of these bricks were somewhere in the neighborhood of $2.79 to $3 a piece. You know, you're somewhere in that ballpark, and you're getting 33 of them. This entire deal right here cost brand spanking new, had to be somewhere in the ballpark of $100. When I'm looking at really compatible sized grilling situations with a nice propane grill, I was a whole lot more than that, and I don't have to rely on that. So again, if you have access to free items or things that you can reuse from a fire pit or any other items that you have, I'm all for that. We did not, and I was not going to go just grab concrete bricks over here and just start going at it. I wanted this safe and effective for my family because my children run around it all the time. So again, 33 of these. You want to stick a little bit with a horseshoe design. I do recommend having the lip here at the bottom. Again, this is not a rocket stove, okay? So this is not a rocket stove situation. This is more of a Cowboy Grill. When you are, and I'm sure you guys out there, I can already hear some of you boys out there, you want to, you know, it will shift some. You can see this is sort of shifted a little bit, and we just, you know, watch it accordingly. We haven't readjusted it one time this season, though. So, but you can see, you want to keep it to where you've got, you know, some cracks and a little bit of, you don't want it just solid because you want that flow to come in there. You want there to be, and I think that's why it works so well, is because of the formation in which we've used it, because it allows for the proper air circulation. So again, 33. Now, and so it's 4 bricks high. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4. You can make it higher. Let me take you higher, baby. If you want to go higher, you can do it higher. You can do it bigger. Whatever works for you. This is where we started. And like I said, we're going to play with it. What I'm thinking about doing, honestly, is moving it a little bit further over and out and having back to back. So you would actually have, you could potentially have 2 fires. You might be able to do it where you take this piece out here in a sense and maybe form it to where you could do another circular here or square. You'd have to play with it, but remember, you can check these pieces out at your Lowe's or Home Depot or a local hardware store. You know, look it over, think it over, price compare, but again, be smart about your bricks. This is how we do it. We've enjoyed it. I'm telling you, we have more than gotten our money's worth. Oh my goodness, definitely. You've seen us use cast iron on it. We've used carbon steel on it. We've used stainless steel on it. We've done all of these things, and they've worked really, really well. Check out the food storage challenge. You can see all that you need to see there to compare what we're doing. We're going to get these steaks rocking and rolling. It's a good old dinner coming our way. Let's get started. All right, guys, didn't take long to build a fire. Used about 3, got it going, about 3 pieces of wood. I have put 2 Lodge 12-inch carbon steel skillets here. I'm going to put 3 T-bones in each of them just to get them pre-cooking. I've got some olive oil and some sauteed garlic, so I'm going to put the steaks in on that, and then we're just going to go from there. I just wanted you to see the size and what we're working with, so you can shift things and even put something right here, as you saw in the food storage challenge. So that's what we're doing. Oh, look, we're cooking, and look who shows up. What are you doing? What are you doing? Hey, hey, Poopa, what are you doing? Oh, my goodness. So my cooking partner is back. Let's get these steaks rolling. You better get down. You better get down. You better get down. All right, guys, you can see working real well with the 12-inch carbon steel from Lodge. I've got 3 T-bones in each. Now remember, when you're working with wood heat, like we talked about in the food storage challenge many, many times, you gotta learn to rotate and shift, okay? because you will have hotter spots than others. It's just like working on a wood stove inside. If you cook on a wood stove regularly, you're going to know there's hot spots and whatnot. You got to learn to rotate and flip and nay-nay and do all these different things we've talked about before. So that's what we're doing. So I'm pre-cooking some right here in my cast iron skillets on each side to let them get a little bit more thorough cook through, and then I put them right on the Cowboy Grill. Works out mighty fine. All right, guys, here we are finishing up our steaks. So what we've done is we've cooked them in the cast iron, carbon steel. Ooh, ooh. You saw us cook them there. We've let them get, started, and then we've put them right on the fire, and then of course we will rotate them accordingly, who needs what needs what. Let's see what I was talking about. Boom, there's a lip. Boom, there's a lip. So that's what we have there, just to set to the side so that we can move to this, and then we can, take things in or wash them or do whatever accordingly. So I hope this video finds you well. I hope you like it. I hope it helps you for you to build your own Cowboy Grill, because I'm telling you, you're going to love this thing, and adapt it how you need to. Like and subscribe. Check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and Pinterest. We've got sweet potatoes, macaroni and cheese, a really pretty salad, and some yummy T-bones straight from the farm. Y'all take care out there, and we'll talk to you soon. Are you going to have a steak? Yeah.